Hello everybody, welcome back to Stonehearth. I know it's been a while, but I've already explained on a different video why it's been a while, so I'm not going to do it again, but I'm back into it now. But as you can see, a lot's happened, and a lot will have happened, it's been so long. We're still on 0.1.0, we're on release 188, I think we were nowhere near that before. Changes are many. Now, on the previous video I said that like saving had been added, and it had, but it was broken. But now it seems to be alright, and I did a playtest just to make sure everything was working of a place called Winter Song. With a bit of luck it'll work. This will just enable me to just show you things rather than having to wait for them to happen. So let's get to it. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, you always get this, even at the start of a new game now, you get some sort of error. It doesn't affect anything, so... As you see, a lot of things have changed, and... Oh, we've got a goblin attack. Go, go, go. I'll just let this end, and then I'll explain what's going on. There we go. So yeah, at any point if you press R or hit this red alert thing, people will go and defend the town. Because there's now goblins who will come and steal your things. So, but right, what am I best to start with? I'll just go through the individual things on the bar and then go on to what's changed. And that should pretty much cover it, I think. So the harvest icon tool still works the same. You click and drag and anything within that box will be harvested. Build and design, see, errors that mean nothing. Build and design opens this submenu. Now, construct a building, you can either do a custom one, which is what I showed before, or you can use these pre-built ones. Now all I've been doing at this point is using the pre-built ones purely for time saving exercise, but it shows you, I'm not going to be able to move my cursor without it coming off, but it shows you like the building cost of what you actually need to make, so you need your carpenter to make those things. But when you throw one down, it goes down in the, I might as well do this one, so we'll stick that there. Alright, so then what you do is come out, select that building, and you get this. You can make changes to it, change the colors and whatnot, or if you're just happy with it, hit build, say yes, and they will get on with the build. So as you can see, it's not there. You can only see it when you're in these menus, like I said before. So the things we will need is, we may actually have some of it already built, but I'll go through as though I haven't. So these are things currently that the carpenters can make. So we needed a door, we'll have one of those. I'm guessing we'll need some windows, so I'll make a few of those. And what else did we have? Bring this down a little bit. It's just a bed. Bed and a lantern. Okay. So currently there's no quick way of seeing what you need. I'm sure that will be added at some point. But we'll need a mean bed and a wall lantern. Yes. So now, one of the biggest things is that your individual villagers now have levels. They get better at things. So we'll take this one. Well, there you go. Well, we'll use the carpenter, seeing as that's just popped up. All these are like your notifications. So Foston has achieved carpenter level 4. Now, if you go to his character sheet, it'll tell you everything about him. So he's currently got a saw. He's wearing his carpenter clothes. His job abilities, he's level 4, which means he's up to here, which gives him more elaborate projects. Now it just expands the amount of things he can make. So we went from, he can make basic things, so he can use other materials that aren't wood, effectively. I'm not too sure about that one. I think it just means that he makes better quality things. And then the latest one we just unlocked, he unlocks more things. And Carpenter's mastery of his trade allows him to come up with completely new ways using wood. So I've yet to get to that yet, so I don't know what that is. But every time they do something that's attributed to their job, their experience goes up. And when they obviously level, they go on to their next thing. Attributes aren't that big of a deal, in my opinion, at the minute. But they could quickly be at some point. So I'll just let you view those, because I don't think they really impact on the jobs as such yet. And then morale is his overall morale. So I guess these are out of 100. So nutrition, he's happy with the availability of food and the variety of food. Shelter, don't know why that's so low. Everyone has their own place. And safety, we should be pretty good with that. Right. And what you will notice if I take, well, we'll do. She's a shepherd, but if I go to the change jobs, you now have this skill web, effectively. So what you'll notice is everyone starts off as just a worker. They need to make tools for them to go into whatever area. So what this is saying at the minute is we do have a saw, so I could make her a carpenter, or just back to a worker. But at the minute she's a shepherd. But to get to shepherd, she had to be a trapper, and she needed, if I can view it, where's she gone? Just want to view. Yeah. If we look at her character sheet, oh, it'll not show it. I'm sorry. But if we made her a trapper again, she needed to get to a certain level of the trapper to be able to become a shepherd. So, what was this? I would like to join your town. Okay. Currently, this is the only way to just get rid of these. This is the only way to get new villagers, for them to actually just apply in a way. Thing is, we already have a carpenter. And why can't I click? There we go. And I assume, oh, sorry. I assume my current carpenter is going to be better than you. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're not anything. You're not anything at all. So what we'll do is we'll just make you a worker. Now you can improve people's equipment. So seeing as we just got another worker, I'm going to instruct my weaver, so that way, to make. Oh, there's already one in the queue. I'll do another one. So upgraded worker outfit, just makes them work faster, effectively. And then the other two are for your footmen, I think they're called, and they are literally the ones who are patrolling. So let's bring the doors out. Yes, everyone's eating. It's these guys, the ones with the swords. They purely, their only job is to patrol the town and attack any threats. Like I said, you can hit R for red alert and get everybody to basically stop doing what they're doing and defend the town. So yeah, everyone, I'll need to add another bed at some point. Well, we have a new bed in there, so that works out great. Everyone's going to have their own sleeping area and they've all got somewhere to eat. But for actual jobs, we have a mason. Let's have a look at you. Mason uses this table, and very much like the carpenter, just obviously out of stone. Now to get stone, you can either get it from the rocks that are just around, or you can actually mine now. If you take slices out of the terrain, you can see, so I've just got them carving out a big square basically. Or you can do X-ray, which takes away all of the land and you just see the areas you've built effectively. So yeah, that's the mason. The footman, we've got two of those, we've just gone over what they do. The trapper, I can show you on this one. This is the new trapper, because the old one became the shepherd. But where is it? It's... Huh. I wonder if this has changed since I last played. Actually, what I'll do, select you, change jobs. Ah, yeah, there you go. 3 levels of trapper and a shepherd's crook required. So you need the tool, and you need to be a level 3 trapper to be able to be a shepherd. The trappers, they have an area marked out, which is, I don't need to bring that up, in here, designated zones. So at the minute our designated zones are a storage area, our 6 farms, an area for the shepherds to bring their animals, and then the trapping area. Now what that does is the trapper will come and drop these little traps, and when an animal goes over it they get trapped, and then they come and harvest them, so you get like pelt, meat, stuff like that. Farm is pretty much how it used to be. I think there's just more variety of crops. There's, what do we have at the minute? There's the turnip, which we had, pumpkin sprout. I think that's new. We've got flowers. I think it's another version of flowers. Yes. Silkweed, which is for the weaver, and corn. Which is good. The weaver I've just shown you. The carpenter we already know about. The shepherd, see what you can do, because the shepherd I literally just got my previous playthrough. Hey, our footman should be alright, but I don't like to run the risk. Yep, there we go. Everyone back to work. The shepherd, let's find out, where is she? So she's not actually leveled at all yet, so she can make pets as well. So I guess they just work the same, it's just they do sheep at the end of the day, which I assume, I said I'm new to this, gives like the silkweed, which I assume the weaver would need, but there's nothing in there at the minute that needs anything like that, I don't think. No. The shepherd, to my knowledge, is the newest addition, so I don't think it's been fleshed out fully yet. But, yeah, shepherds bring animals to this region and tend to their needs. I think it's just, it works like the trapper, but instead of you having to go to the animals, you're bringing the animals to you, I believe. I think if that's not true or there's more to it, I'll follow that up, but at the minute that's all I know, because like I said, they're new, there's not too much fleshed out with them yet. And then 2 more workers and a footman, so we'll get back to going through these. You now have a place item window, so this shows you everything you have. So a lot of these are going to go onto this building when it's finished. You see they're getting to that now. But you can just grab things and drop them straight in the world, which is excellent, because before you had to find them like manually in here and drop them in, so that was no good. Roads seem a little buggy at the minute. Now I don't know if it's something I've done wrong, but you literally just drag out the road and they should start building it. Now you can see this one that I started doing, they dug it out and started building it and then stopped. Now not too sure why. They've got loads of stone. These aren't any special stone as far as I can see. So ladders you can add manually, so like going up there, if you wanted them to go up and get things, these walls aren't now just barriers to your progress. You can go anywhere pretty much, which is good. So that's everything in there. The mining one, literally you just drag out a square
You can take slices out of the land and then drag somewhere else. I'm not going to do it because they're currently, that took them a long time. I was a little too, asked them to do a little bit too much there, I think. Fight and defend is just a red alert. Town info. This now gives you the net worth, so just how good is the town. And then it's similar to what the individual villages were telling you. How happy are they, how happy with the food are they, and how happy with the shelter are they. I believe these are out of 10 instead of 100 this time. Inventory is the same as what we had in the build and design, just what you have. But it also shows you the food as well. So a quick glance, this one gives you everything the town has. Basket of turnips. You can see there's things that are still missing their sprites, but now this is pretty good. The journal lets you keep track of how the villagers believe you're doing, basically. So praises, current praises on day 8. Uninterrupted bliss. I love days like this. Settling here was a great idea. Now everyone's pretty happy. And then the gripes. No food by midnight? Yeah, so for whatever reason that guy or girl didn't get food. Now all I can put that down to is that was the new addition, the one that joined. Didn't get a chance to eat before the day ended, so we'll write that one off. But you can go back through the days. Say, oh, we had gripes. We had gripes. But this just gives you pretty much an overview of how you're doing and what you need to improve on. So designated zones is, I did touch on this, but it's pretty much the same thing. So stockpile, there can be a maximum size now. I think that is the maximum size, so we're going to need a new one soon. Farms, which are these trapping grounds over here, and then the animal pastures. Citizens, the individual villages, and then a to be decided. We have a slot to use. Any ideas? So that is pretty much it. So I'm not too sure about the shepherds yet, because she's not gained any experience and she's been doing this for a while. So, but at least we're bringing sheep here. As I said, I've not been recording because I've not had the means to, really, not efficiently. It was a real chore to get something out, but it's not anymore. So I have been playing this game, as you can see, on my own, learning things. And to be fair, even though it's been such a long time and there was a lot to cover, I think if I was doing like weekly videos, they'd only be like a couple of minutes long. This may be the way to go. I'll do a video every time there's a major update, or whenever there's been a load of small updates that are worth showing, like this. So I think I'm going to leave it there. If I've forgotten anything that is majorly important, I will follow this up with another video. But until then, thank you for watching, especially on the last video. I just want to say thank you on the last Stonehearth video. Got over 1,000 views. That's the first time I've got over 1,000, so I'm very happy with that. Thank you very much, everybody. And I am back onto this. So for those, if those are 1,000 people, which is crazy to think, and you were waiting for this video, I'm sorry it took so long, but I just hope you understand that it's now a lot easier for me to do this. And before I start rambling, I am going to leave it there. So thank you again for watching. I'll catch you next time.